Welcome Madison Junior High. So it's Veterans Day. We want to do something special to honor those who have sacrificed for the better of our country and every single one of us. Yeah, think of all the freedoms that we have living in this country. We owe that to the veterans and those who have sacrificed and fought and gone to war for our freedoms. We appreciate that, and we want to tell them thank you for all that they've done.
My name is Eli Wills, and my grandpa was a Marine, and he served in the Vietnam War. Just to all veterans out there, we really respect all of you guys for, being brave and willing to serve in the military, and just we appreciate all the things you do for our country.
I think it's probably one of the very most important holidays we have in the country. My own grandfather, my mom's dad, and my mom were in Pearl Harbor when it was bombed by the Japanese. So World War II, the Japanese bombed U.S. territory, Hawaii. And could you imagine that? Like us getting attacked? Well, my grandfather's out there, and he lived through it, and he was on, I did like a family history, and William Burrows was the name of the ship he was on. He was one out at sea, so he didn't get blasted by the Japanese fleet. He had to come back into Pearl Harbor. They told him to come back, even though the whole Japanese fleet was going this way. There's a little dot out there called Johnston Atoll where he tucked in, and the Japanese blew up that because they had a bunch of oil reserves on that island, and bombs dropped off the bow. And so that's my own family, my own grandfather. I knew him very well, and I think about the bravery, the amazingness of him and the thousands of other soldiers that have let me live free in a country. It's incredible, the gift that veterans have given us, because for better or for worse, we have nations on this earth, and not all of them are friendly. Sometimes they bomb you. And so it's so amazing that we have people that are willing to lay down their own lives for others. You know, what is bigger and better than that? A veteran that's willing to give up their own life to save mine, Mr. Beecrafts, Mr. Carlson. That's incredible in giving. And so, nothing but the utmost respect for all veterans, especially my own grandpa. He did pass away lately, but anyway. You should care because you are benefiting from the amazing giving attitude of our soldiers that are here to protect us.
My name is Lindsay Webb, and my uncle served in the Air Force. I just want to say thank you and that we think about you.
My name is Annabelle South, and my great-grandpa Tug served in the Navy in World War II. And I would just like to say thank you to all the veterans who served, and thank you for the service that you've done for our country.
So I went into the United States Marine Corps in 1999. Served in 1999 through 2004. I stationed Camp Pendleton, Camp Hansen in Japan, went to Thailand, Philippines, Korea during that period of time. I was actually stationed at Camp Pendleton during 9/11. Which was a really unique experience to be in, and then we went over to Japan about a month after that. I think that veterans by themselves get overlooked quite a bit. And not that veterans are looking for recognition by any means, but they've put themselves through the ringer. They've sacrificed a ton in their time period, whether they were in for 2 years or 30 years. So they deserve a little bit more recognition for that. And to have a specific day where you recognize that, I think sometimes it gets confused with Memorial Day, where we're recognizing those who died in service. This is for those that still sacrifice quite a bit for their country as well. Our current service members need all the love that we could possibly give them for what they're going through. Even if they're not in the hardships of war, the stuff that they deal with on a daily basis is tough mentally more than it is physically. So my message is, you guys are awesome. We love you. We're here for you. Just continue to remember that the people around you, to your left, to your right, they're going through the exact same thing you are, and you will be better for it in the end. So we love you.
My name is Nick Allison, Mr. Allison, and I served in the Army National Guard for 12 years. I loved it. It was great. I was in the military intelligence branch of the Army National Guard, and I really enjoyed doing that as a linguist because I was in a linguist company, and I would use my Spanish skills and go to places like Honduras and Panama, help build roads and help talk to engineers and the local people to make sure and help improve their communities. Being in the military is a wonderful opportunity to travel, to see people, to get to know new cultures, new peoples, and also represent your country in uniform and protect and help people in our country as well as throughout the world. Thank you for your service, for everybody that was in the military. Thank you for the time that they take in whichever of the branches that they're serving, whether it's active duty or reserve duty, National Guards, that we recognize them in the capacity they serve and their willingness to put themselves on the line for their country and in harm's way. A big shout out to all of the Army personnel. Go Army.
All right, at this time, students, what we're going to do is we're going to have a medley of each of the armed forces songs played. Now, if you have a family member or somebody you're related to who served in that branch of the armed forces, please stand at this time as they play that song.
The United States Coast Guard. United States Air Force.